Welcome everybody, this is a very exciting game here brought to you by Jabberwock. It's going to be Jaedong versus Stork, the round of 4 Korean OSL Season 2 2010. So this game was played September 1st, and I'm casting it because it's going to be a very exciting game. Jaedong just coming off that loss in the Big File MSL against Flash, and he wants to face him again, and Flash is on the other side of the semifinals facing Free. So this is going to be a very exciting match. Stork, a very good player. And we're going to see how this goes. Hopefully Jaedong pulls it out, and another Jaedong versus Flash would be epic because they also faced off in the WCG Korea Finals, which Jaedong won actually. And as you all know, Flash and kt.1 won the Pro League Finals earlier this year. So here we go. This game is going to be on Grand Line. SC, I think, is the map name, and it's going to be very exciting. Jaedong on the left here, and Stork on the right. Protoss versus Zerg, one of my favorite matchups, and probably, you know, one of the most unique matchups in terms of gameplay. You know, obviously ZVZ is pretty unique as well. It comes down to timing and, you know, the littlest micro. TVT isn't quite my favorite. PVT is another good one, but anything with Protoss actually is I really like. You know, even PvP with the whole Reaver harass and Dragoon and all that stuff. I just love it all actually. So here we go. Game's about to start. Hopefully pretty soon. I got this video from John747, so thanks to him, I'm able to cast this game. He just put all of it into one, so, you know, I don't know how many games there are, who wins what. It's just all one big file, so that's how we're going to play it. And the game's starting now. You can see Jaedong is on the top, and Stork is, you know, obviously on the bottom. Here we go. So spawning at the top corners, we have at the top right the blue Zerg Jaedong, and at the top left is going to be the yellow Protoss Stork. And I'm expecting Jaedong to, you know, kind of be a little more aggressive on this match than he usually is, because in the MSL finals, which obviously I spoiled a little while ago, sorry about that, but he, you know, played a little more conservative, I think, than Flash. Flash went for a lot of really unique builds, and he just went out there and, you know, it paid off for him. So I think Jaedong might take a little bit from that, maybe go a little bit more aggressive. His Overlord is scouting in the wrong direction, however, so he's not going to know where Stork is right away. Could be problematic if Stork goes for a rush, but I think Stork is just going to play standard. I'm going to go for that Forge Fast Expand, like most Protoss do against Zerg. Depending on when he scouts, he's either going to put his Nexus down or Cannons down first, obviously. Spawning pool, oh, so maybe 8 pool, it looks like? Yeah, 8 pool going down for Jaedong, and this could be really bad for Stork here, because Stork doesn't see this coming if he doesn't scout the base quick enough, doing the extractor trick right there. If he doesn't see the base quick enough, he's not going to know this is coming. He's going to think that Jaedong probably went for, you know, a 12 hatch or something like that. And this could be really problematic for him if he puts that Nexus down first. And yeah, so this still hasn't scouted that base. I don't even think he's sent out a probe scout. Quite yet. He is going to set down, and he does set down the Nexus. This is going to be really bad for Stork. Stork is going to not be able to defend anything against this. He doesn't even have, you know, a forge or a gateway even, or anything like that down. He doesn't even have a scout out, and Jaedong's gonna immediately know once his base is there. He's just putting out his probe, and the drone is gonna scout in the right direction. This could be really bad for Stork here. The drone just needs to scout this out, and once he does, Jaedong's going to be able to run his Zerglings through, and this is going to be really bad. I think that this is probably going to be GG. He's almost going to be able to see it. He's inside of it, and he sees that the Forge is not down. He sees that the Forge is not down, and immediately he's going to be running his Zerglings in here, pumping more Zerglings out. This is going to be really bad. He did put down his hatchery. Drone fighting the probe. Jaedong knows that he's in a very good position here. It is kind of a longer distance though, so that cannon is probably going to morph in, but it doesn't even matter because it's going to warp in. He's trying to pull probes to defend against this. The Zerglings running in, they're only halfway. He's pulling probes off his mineral line, trying to get them into a blocking position. All the probes are off. He goes and runs by. Not even the first cannon is done. He's running the probes in, and the probes do a good job of blocking, but they're trying to get in. Killing one probe, two probes. Running in. He's trying to kill the cannon as well. He kills off the cannon, and this is going to probably be GG for Stork here. Runs two Zerglings in. He kills off a few with the probes. Two Zerglings are in the main, though. He is going to be able to do a lot of harassment, and one of those cannons, I'm sure, is almost down by now. It kills another probe, so that's like about 4 or 5 probes that have been killed by this attack, and that's just ridiculous. The cannon's not even down. Excuse me, I thought one of the cannons would go down, but he doesn't even build a cannon. He just has a gateway. Doesn't even have a cannon. I thought that he built a cannon, but he built the gateway to use as a block, thinking that his probes would be enough, but now more Zerglings streaming in, and I cannot imagine how Stork is going to defend this. Two Zerglings left in the main, running his probes down, trying to do some good defense against this. Kills off another probe, so Stork is really far behind now. Zergling gets killed off, almost taking out that probe. Doing a good job. 3 probes in the natural right now. Zealot out, trying to do some maybe blocking or some defense. Jaedong's moving up his Zerglings to the top base. Third hatch almost going down, so this is really bad for Stork. Stork is also sending in his Zealot maybe for a last-ditch counterattack. Zerglings are attacking the main now. And 3 bases up for Jaedong. This is really bad. Although he doesn't have any higher tech, he just has you know, that spawning pool, but I think that's going to be enough for him. Probe's coming back, try to kill off these Zerglings, because, you know, if he loses that Nexus, it's definitely going to be over. He's doing a good split there. Loses 2, loses 3 Zerglings for about 2 probes. That's that shouldn't happen. Not a very good trade-off there. Zealot running into the main base of Jaedong, but he's going to be able to clean this up easily with his Zerglings. You know that Zealot's not going to do a lot of harassment. And GG coming from Stork. Very good play by Jaedong. That was just ridiculously amazing. So, very good job by him. You know, as I said, I thought he was going to play more aggressive. You know, come out and try to put some early pressure on Stork, just because Jaedong has been playing so many games and been playing so ridiculously well. Alright, so this match is going to be on Flight Dreamline, and the 3 o'clock yellow? Yeah, that's yellow. Yellow Protoss is going to obviously be Stork, and at the 6 o'clock the brown Zerg is going to be Jaedong. And I don't think that Jaedong is going to go for a 8 pool again. I think he'll probably go for a 12 hatch on this map, just because, you know, he doesn't want to get too repetitive. Obviously, Stork's going to be on the ball about things now, especially if he doesn't get that scout. He's going to have the state of mind to get that cannon down first, you know, or something. Obviously, some kind of funny sign there, because commentators were laughing, but unfortunately I can only read a little bit of Japanese, not Korean. So Pylon does go down for Stork, going for the Forge Fast Expand yet again. And and another 8 pool coming from Jaedong. So if Stork is not on his toes, he could lose 2 of these games very quickly. But I think he'll be able to defend this. I mean, he didn't get to the round of 4 on sheer luck. You know, he knows what he needs to do. He knows that he's gonna need, and there you go. He's putting down the forge already, so he is gonna be able to defend against this. Maybe Jaedong is gonna be able to put a little bit of early pressure, but at the same token, if Stork can go on with this build without much harassment or without much taking too much damage, he's gonna be ahead of Jaedong, I believe, a little bit economically. Probe gets into the base of Jaedong's, and he does see that pool is down, so he does know that he went 8 pool. He doesn't have the expansion yet. Probably going to get it pretty soon. Maybe try to deny the Zerg expansion there, but we'll see. And fans looking for a repeat. But yeah, that probe doing a little bit of damage. Jaedong's Overlord is seeing the Forge Fast expand, and Jaedong's also expanding at the same time. So 4 Zerglings out for 6 Zerglings out for Jaedong, and so he's going to be able to go for some kind of attack. However, I think that, like I've been saying, Stork is going to be able to defend this, especially because he's getting 2 gates. Oh, and he kills a drone. So Stork playing a little bit like Bisu here and killing one of Jaedong's drones while Jaedong was trying to defend. Probe's playing off the line though to try to defend this, try to do a block, and he does a perfect block. Once those gates go down, there's going to be not much that can go. Oh, and he almost kills another drone. My gosh, Jaedong, what are you doing? Take care of your drones, man. They're important. Oh, he's so close. Take care of your drone. Jaedong, what are you doing? He's like slipping up a little bit. This is like Jaedong versus Flash, you know, just kind of, you know, like slipping a little bit. He seems tired or something. I don't know. Gas extractor is down for Jaedong. So maybe going 2 Mutas or something like that. Probably not though. Probably going for maybe a big Hydralisk break. I'm not quite sure. Chase around those probes, those 6 Zerglings. He's doing some pretty good micro with that probe, although it's going to go down. Yep, there it goes. So the probe does get killed off. Gateway down for Stork. Sending out another probe, maybe to scout. Only has 2. He has 2 probes on gas right now. 3rd expansion going down for Jaedong, so maybe he is going to go for a big Hydralisk timing attack here, but we'll see. Looks like the Zerglings are going back to do a little bit of a scout / contain on Stork, and Stork's probe is going to go to the top left, maybe to build a secret expansion here. I think that's what he's doing. Nope. Maybe just scouting for Jaedong's expansion. He is going to find the one at the 8 o'clock position over there. I thought Jaedong almost trying to run in, just doing a little dancing outside. So he does see the expansion at the 8 o'clock position. And really smart move on Stork's part, because you know you always want to know how much your opponent has expanded and what they're putting their resources to layer down at the natural for Jaedong. So we'll see what kind of tech he's going for. I don't necessarily think it's gonna be Hydralisk. Yeah, it's gonna be Aspire. So he's gonna go 3 hatch Mutas, because he would have had that Hydralisk den up a little bit before. Zergling's gonna go in to try to kill this probe because the probes of Stork have been just raining on the drones. But you know, some Sares are probably gonna be out for Stork in a little bit. Transferring some drones to his 8 o'clock base here. Probes gets barely out of the base, and probably gonna get chased down though. Probably gonna die pretty soon. Another gateway going down for Stork. Oh, and a Templar Archives. So probably looking to get some, maybe High Templar, or maybe DTs even. So he could go Sarah DT, which is a build made famous by Bisu, obviously, the Ninja Toss. But the Bird Toss can do it. He can do it just as well as a Ninja Toss can. Especially now, just because Bisu is on like a little, I don't know what's happened to Bisu. He's just not playing like he should. I mean, everyone says that he, you know, made his comeback, and he did for a little bit. He had a really good run there. But I just think his recent play in the Pro League, in both Star Leagues, you know, just really stated that he's good, but he's not nearly as good as he was, you know, 6 months ago or a year ago, or you know, anything like that. The first game I actually saw, Sarah, of course, Sarah picking off an overload there, but the first game I actually saw was Jaedong versus Bisu, epic matchup, casted by Cholera and Moletrap, who are, along with Diggity, are my favorite commentators by far. But yeah, that's just some reminiscence from me. Sunken Colony going down, and 4th hatchery, also Scourger in the air, try to pick off these Corsairs, 2 Corsairs up for Stork. And as well as more gateways going down. So a little bit of a slow game at the beginning here. Sometimes PVZs are, but oh, and DT's out. So yeah, he is going to Sarah DT. And there are overlords there, so they're going to be able to see those. And is the Corsair going to get picked off? It's close. It's really close, man. 1 hits. It's really close, and at the moment Jaedong doesn't have any anti-air, but a good move. Oh, and wow, what a move by Jaedong, just pinching those 2 in. Overlords are obviously going to see DTs right there, and you know, Stork needs to be careful Good micro there, though. Stork needs to be careful with those CTs with all those overloads around that sunken,